Hit it!
Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Welcome, welcome back. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Welcome, welcome back. I am so glad you joined me. Hello, everyone. Welcome back, my beloved kings and queens. My name is Joyce McTeer, and I'm going to be your host for another Crafty Vision segment. Today, I'm going to show y'all pretty much how to make another cuff bracelet. I did a video yesterday showing y'all how to make an abstract cuff bracelet, but today I'm going to show y'all how to make a cuff bracelet. Now I will be using some more of this 10 gauge aluminum wire that I got from Amazon.com. You can find aluminum wire. I'm not going to say everywhere because you can't find it everywhere, okay? Even when you go to Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann Fabrics, those stores do not sell 10 gauge aluminum wire. Hobby Lobby, Joann Fabrics, now they may sell it online, but it's not actually in the store. I get this wire from Amazon, okay? So you're going to need something that will give you a nice size. So I'm going to be using this here. This is a wood piece, and this wood piece is about 2 inches long and 1 inch thick in size, okay? The the square that I used yesterday, was it a square? Yeah, it was a square. And that is also 1 inch thick in size. I actually wrote it down in the description box, so I did forget, so y'all forgive me for that. If you want to know the size of that wood piece, go down in the description box. I did write it down in there. So you're going to need a ruler. You're going to need some wire cutters and round nose pliers. So let's go ahead and get into this. So basically, what I have already done, I have cut my piece already. I have about 40 inches of wire right here, okay? And basically what we're going to do is we're going to put our wire on our piece, and we're going to make some spirals. And you're going to wrap it completely all the way, okay, just like this. Try to make your coils as close together as possible. If not, don't panic, but try to get them as close as you can, okay? And we're just going to continue to wrap this all the way around like this. Come all the way down, okay? Alrighty, and this is what you are going to have. All right, so once you get it on there and take it off, you're going to go down to each piece and you're going to make a loop. So you're going to turn your loop into your wire just like this on both sides. So you got one side there. Your reason for doing this is because if you decide to sell these that you make, and if you decide to sell these, then you can, that way, nothing won't be sticking out, you know what I mean? And because you don't want your customer to get stuck or hurt or cut or anything like that. All right, so now what we're going to do next is we're just going to start stretching it out, just like this. I'm going to stretch it out. And if you want to make this bigger, you can make this bigger. It's completely up to you. What I mean by bigger, you can add more coils to it. If you add more wire, you can add more coils, okay? So you just want to pull this out, keep pulling it out until you can, all right? This is just basically what I'm doing. Okay. Now the next thing you want to do once you pull it out is you want to start molding it. You want to make sure that it is going to be big enough to fit your wrist. So according to my measurements, this is only 6.5 inches. So I'm just going to pull it out a little bit more. Everybody's wrist is different. You can actually make these to order, is what I'm going to say. All you need is just a ruler, because everybody's wrist is different, the size of it. Okay, so now we have almost 7.5 inches, which is good. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to start molding this, okay? So what you want to do is you want to start pressing like this, and you're going to be overlapping. And when I say overlapping, see all that right there? You want to start off pressing this over top. It's like you're going to be pinching it, okay? Just like this, because you're molding it. Just like that. Okay, this is what you're going to be doing. So that when you put it on your wrist, everything will be in sync with each other. I'm hoping y'all can see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, you see I'm squeezing it, overlapping, pinching. Okay, and this is pretty much how it's starting to look. Now what you can do, if you want to add some different things on here, you can add some beads. You can incorporate a lot of different things onto this here bracelet. If you want to, you can also wrap it with some wire. Wrap it with more wire. Okay. That's completely up to you. My suggestion, if you do decide to do that, for those of you who watched the video that I did yesterday, if you're going to wrap it, do your wrapping, put your beads on first before you actually start making your design. Okay, put your beads on first, and then that way it's going to make things, once you wrap it on your wood piece or whatever you're wrapping it on, it is going to definitely make it much easier. Because if you try to do it once you get it wrapped like this, I'm not going to say it's going to be hard, but it's going to be some work. But if you wrap it before, it will definitely be much easier. So this is what we're going to have, and what you want to do is you want to take it and place it on your wrist, bring it over, pinch it down, okay, just like that, on both sides, all right, and see how it fits, okay. And this is pretty much this is a bracelet that is a one size fit all. It will fit anyone's wrist, okay. You see what I've done here? And then you can, once you get it molded and have it layered like you want, it's going to keep its shape. It will keep its shape, okay? And every time you put it on, you just put it on. You can squeeze it in a little bit and keep it moving. And like I said, you can add beads, you can add whatever you want to add, but I would add my beads on first before I wrap it, okay? I actually have a piece that I did where I did wrap and put some beads on here, okay? And this is what this looked like with the beads. Now with this piece, what I did was I made my shape, and then I decided to wrap it. But it's much harder to do it this way, okay, than the way that I showed you all yesterday. You want to put your beads on first and then take your piece and wrap it, because it'll just make it so much easier, okay? So with that being said, I want to take this time to say thank y'all so very much for joining me. If this is your very first time on this platform, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. When you subscribe, also make sure you hit the bell so that when I upload more videos, you will definitely be notified. All right, so I want to say thank y'all so much for watching. And until my next upload, my beloved kings and queens, peace and blessings. See ya.